Jess, is my sound working?
Yeah, your sound sounds good.
The
You look
brand new
super
computer I
cute
just
with glasses.
Thanks.
All right. Let's discuss the end of the reign.
What is with this reign of Clifford that you're
This
talking about?
clan Clifford. Nothing. We're just having a lot of fun making it sound more epic and important than it is.
I was looking for this big master plan to happen tonight. I'll take him out at the knees, and you guys can take him out with photography.
Yep, pretty much. That's the idea. Okay, so Brian, have you heard any of the details about it? Because I think we actually started talking about our challenge before you came in.
No.
Okay, so here's what we're doing. So there is actually a MJ, it's a glitch. You're in. You're never in the video chats. I swear. I'm like, do you see like my level of focus? It's like 1 + 2 = purple pancake squirrel. Okay, so here's what's going on. So we have created a separate community for the Arcanum, and it's called the Arcanum Arena of Artistry. And it's basically for individual cohorts to go in and just challenge each other as to who's the best in any given task. So Clan Clifford and House Lark are going to be the first two to go battle. So what we're gonna do this is gonna be really fun. So I'm gonna invite you all into this arena in the next couple of days, and you guys are gonna be the first apprentices allowed to join in. And then the concept is that we're gonna do this massive house-to-house combat of cohorts. So how it works is in the next couple of days we're gonna set aside time. And the way that we have set it up is that each team gets $20 and a trip to the dollar store. So we are going to be pushing your creativity.
For each person or just the whole team?
No, the whole team as a whole. We get $20, one for each apprentice, even though I technically have more than 20 apprentices. You guys were so awesome, I couldn't limit it. So we have $20. We're going to go to the dollar store, and we are going to hang out from there, and you guys are going to be able to tune in. And then you guys have a choice. You can either buy an item for our photo shoot, or you can buy an item for their photo shoot to fuck with them. And nothing is off limits. So if you want to buy them toilet brushes and shower caps, you can totally do that. But for every dollar you spend to mess them up, that's $1 we have less to build into ours to counteract whatever they buy to mess us up.
Can I make a suggestion?
Absolutely.
I know these guys fairly well. I don't think anything will screw them up.
Okay.
I think we're better served spending the money on what would make our photo better than making theirs worse, because they'll just do what they do, we'll do what we do, but if we can actually get stuff that helps our photo, I think that would be at least where I want to spend the money, my money, my dollar.
Well, that's part of the discussion, and what we're talking about is what the right strategy is. Because I mean, really, we could take all $20 and just mess with them, and they have to. The only rule is that in the final photo, all of the items must be represented.
In one single image.
In one single image, you must have all 20 images, or all 20 items. So.
Okay, well that's interesting.
Well, and it may not be 20, because let's say that we only picked 10 for ourselves and 10 for them, but they only picked 3 to mess us up, then we would only have 13. Follow?
Yeah.
Okay, so but the end result is whatever the number that you end up with, you have to have all of them in the final shot. That is the only rule. And then what's going to happen is once we pick them all and we know what all of the items are that we have, then what we need to do is we need to come up with a concept for the shoot. Ron is going to shoot for his cohort. I'm going to shoot for mine, and it's going to be live. And then we're also going to put all the images up after the session. You guys are going to help pick what you think the strongest final image is, because it is a single image going into the competition. One shot. That's it. One ring to rule them all.
Cool.
And then we're going to, for the sake of education, Ron and I are both going to also live stream the edit and screen share so that afterwards the whole thing can get uploaded into the grand library as a whole thing. Is everybody with me?
Absolutely.
So the items that you buy, Jess, do they physically have to be in the image, or they just have to be physically? So someone could buy you a bottle of shampoo.
Yep. You can buy. Yeah, that's what's going to make it really fun. We have to find a way to incorporate everything. Now, actually, Vladimir had a good point because the way that Ron and I set it up was just that all of the items have to be in the shot, incorporated somehow. So he suggested, could we cut them up? He's like, can we just buy a shredder for $20 so we can shred everything they send us and do some sort of confetti shoot, which isn't technically against the rules. And hopefully their team, and I'm sure Brian will agree, their team is also very creative, so they'll be thinking of ways around it as well. So that's what we're starting with right now.
Very cool.
Hey guys, can you hear me?
Yes, sir.
Yeah.
I have one suggestion, and that is to do the photo shoot at night and have one of those items be a flashlight for light painting.
That's a cool idea.
Because I know for a fact that they have $1 flashlights. I was just at the dollar store like 2 days ago. And they have flashlights for $1, and so doing some sort of nighttime thing where you just light paint all sorts of whatever you want. I think that would be an awesome theme or concept for whatever actual thing you decide to do.
Okay, well, also keep in mind that the masters are shooting it, so we have to play to our strengths also as photographers. So since I don't do light painting, this might not be the time to experiment with that. However, if Brian was shooting it, I would say go for it.
So I was just going to say I buy all my...
So pretty much
from the
there's
dollar
going to
store.
be naked women.
I mean,
You can't get that for $1.
Headmasters that are judging it are all men, so I'm not saying that that wouldn't be helpful. depending on the items we have to incorporate in.
For the woman you'll get for $20, I don't think we want them in the photo.
Well, the model is an extra. We're buying the items, but we can use model. And really, it doesn't have to be limited to a model. Like, we could create some kind of epic sculpture from the 20 items. We could do macro photography. We can do, we can incorporate them into landscape and make it into like a Dali painting. Like, nothing's off limits. So the more creative we get, the better. David, you are killing me right now.
That's all I'm watching right now. David's got my big screen.
That's it. We're making it all him. How do we do that? I want to do that. Is that like
Google Facts.
What
Yep.
is it?
It's Google
If you go to the
Facts.
same
It's
thing
one of the apps.
in the Google Effects,
Okay.
yeah, then you just scroll over once for sounds.
Oh, see, that's gonna make critiques so much more fun next round.
Oh no.
Yep. I'm gonna have a lot of fun with that. Thank you for introducing me to that. You all will suffer from that later.
Guys.
Love it.
All right, well, that sounds like awesome. Pardon me, excuse me. That was me. This is going to be a lot of fun. I think the photo shoot is going to be challenging
Such
because...
professionals.
What's that?
I said you guys are such professionals.
Yep. Especially Master.
Yeah. I just think it's going to be fun. It's going to be challenging because, we won't all be able to be there while you're at the dollar store. We won't always all get to be there for the photo shoot either, so it'll be tough to keep up and make sure that I can follow all the cool things that you guys get. And my problem is I work retail, so I'm always working during the day, and time shifts and so on. Every time you guys are chatting, it's either when I'm at work or if I'm trying to get to sleep and my phone's going off, which I don't mind because I don't get to sleep, so it's all good. But it's gonna be challenging to involve everybody in this process.
Yeah, I'm gonna I have 2 lines of thought with that. Either we can try to do one. I'm gonna run by and check tomorrow and see how late the dollar store is actually open, so I can see what the time limit we have is. And then I think what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna try for like this week/weekend, like maybe Friday, Saturday, Sunday. But maybe what I'll do is I'll do it in the evening here one night and then in the morning, because I've noticed that like in the morning when I get up, there's usually a lot of activity, and at night. So I'm thinking that's like the 2 major time zone breaks tend to suit those kind of things. So maybe what I'll do is I'll go in and we'll do like a preliminary and we'll decide on some stuff. The other option that I thought of was actually going and just taking like the Google Glass and recording a video and going up and down the aisles. That way we can kind of have like some recon and we can just discuss what it is that we want to get. Because then I can upload it and people can weigh in then.
I like that idea.
Yeah.
That way we can just watch the video that you record and pick a few things that we think, and then pool that knowledge together and everybody can do their thing.
Okay. Well, then maybe I'll talk to Ron and see if we can do that too, because then he can do the same thing at his local one, and he can share his video in here, and I can share mine in there. That way we can look through and see if we do decide, how many items. Whoa, somebody's echoing. We can decide how many items we want to put towards their cohort too. And seeing their video will help us figure out which ones we want to buy for them as well. So cool. We talked about doing it that way. The other option is Ron and I can just exchange addresses, and we can buy it here, and I can just ship him whatever the items are that he has to incorporate. Yeah?
Unmute. Looks like Morgan is trying to get in, but room's.
Oh, I
think
guess
you
he
can only have
can't.
10
We can
people.
only do 10.
Yeah.
He's out of luck. Is that just for the online Hangouts? That's in general, right? All the Google Hangouts only hold 10, right?
Unless you have a teacher's account, then you can have up to 15.
Nice. All right. Well, then I'm going to kick out Mackenzie because she knows all this, and her and I will talk about it later. That way Morgan can hop in. So tell Morgan that he just replaced Mackenzie. Wait, let me bring her up so everybody can everybody say bye, Mackenzie.
Bye, Mackenzie.
Bye, Mackenzie.
Hey, Jax.
See you, Mackenzie.
Oh, I feel so powerful. It's gone.
Well, I'll probably be signing out once my wife gets home. She should be home any minute too. So
Nice.
then somebody else can get a seat because I know David now wants to get in as well. He was
Sweet.
kicked out.
Awesome. Oh, well, Morgan's not jumping in now, so. But he can if he wants to. Okay, so what do we think? What are some brilliant ideas for a photo shoot that can be incorporated? I know the dollar store by me has a lot in the way of like artificial flowers and some pretty stuff that way.
Do you want to go for a theme or random?
Well, I mean, I think the objects should have some sort of cohesiveness. I don't want to pick 20 random things that we have to then figure out what's gonna fit. So if we have an idea of what we're looking for, then I'll know what to pay attention to while I'm there.
I think something we should think about is a point you've already made. What is your strength? And stick to that.
Hot women in as little clothing as possible.
You gonna granny panties?
I've never been to a dollar store like that before.
So basically, naked women whose private parts are covered by random dollar store items.
That's a good idea.
Yeah, can we
Oh my God.
please? We'll call it the $20 special or something.
I really hope they don't choose the toilet plunger because that would just be awkward.
She gets guy for her model.
That's awesome.
I'm thinking Hershey's Kisses. They're at the dollar store, right?
Yeah, we could do a chocolate theme. Then we can melt them all down and I can cover in it. That'd be epic.
Yes. Yes.
You're onto something there. There's a lot of chocolate at the dollar store.
Yeah. We could buy $20 worth of chocolate. We could just name her Delicious.
That's a good idea. I like that.
Or like.
Make sure you get some M&Ms too. Just a thought.
Yeah, there's like all kinds of stuff we could do with that. I know that they have like the cheap like water-based tempera paints that we could do body painting kind of stuff with. We could definitely buy a bunch of like the flowers and the feathers and things like that and do some sort of like epic headdress kind of thing.
Dollar store Chiquita lady.
Yeah.
I feel like maybe we should go to the local dollar store just to recon. I mean, I haven't been in one in a while, and then regroup.
Well, I mean, that's another option too, and I could talk to Ron about that. Like, everybody could hit their local dollar store, and the concept would be each of you buy one item. But my concern with that is that everybody will have a different vision, and it'll be really, really hard to congregate them.
Just take cell phone shots.
Yeah. I mean, I'd have to go to the dollar shop. I haven't been there in a while just to get an idea of, what kind of things are there.
Yeah.
Well, if you do see something, just take a quick cell phone snap of it and post it to the community. Say, hey, guys, what about this type of thing?
Yeah, that sounds good. So I'm going to go, I think, tomorrow. Because mine is literally within walking distance, and I want to see how late it is, and maybe I'll just I'll take the Google lens and go.
Oh my God, that was really scary. What the hell was that?
That's a Morgan.
Morgan is mobile.
Morgan, are you being chased by bees or something? What's going on?
I'm not being chased by bees, but I am waiting for light rail.
Could you get the camera a little closer, Morgan? We're having a hard time seeing. Right. Macro Morgan. Macro Morgan in the house.
I love it.
Jessica, I should ask my wife if she has any ideas. She worked at a Michael's store for years, and she goes to the dollar store pretty frequently, so she would probably know those types of stores like the back of her hand, and she might have some general theme ideas based on just her knowledge of the kind of crap you can find at those stores.
Awesome. Yep, I'm all about it. So everybody start brainstorming, and I'm gonna go tomorrow, and I'll take some video and upload it to the group and some photos of specific things, and we can kind of start casting votes and yay or nay it.
There's lots of party stuff there too, eh? Big balloons, all that kind of stuff.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, that'd be cool. I can't wait to see what you see.
Video instead and just have the model like breathing in helium the whole time.
Oh my god.
This is the takedown of Clan Clifford.
I don't think that would cut it.
Yeah, so those are the things I was thinking of. Some sort of model photo shoot involving food and or melted food or candy. Some sort of kid's birthday party type theme. Or also, if you find some really crazy, weird stuff, you could do some sort of washed-up drug addict type theme where they're kind of in the back alley type of a thing.
Apparently, I need to go to your dollar store because this sounds way more exciting than mine.
Yeah.
That is right up my alley. That sounds pretty sweet.
The concept I was thinking of is the dollar store items, in case the enemy or the competition gives us a bunch of completely random crap. Strewing it around the background of an alleyway might be a good idea to incorporate a bunch of, bogus items that we don't actually want to incorporate.
Right. Well, my hope is that we're being judged on our ability to include it. So, the quality of the final image, like the visual appeal of the image as a whole, obviously the same way that you guys get critiqued, but also they're taking into consideration our ability to be creative with being handed these less than favorable conditions.
You got to think of it like the TV show Chopped. You have to incorporate every item.
I was thinking too, yeah. Chopped.
Yeah, exactly. So the more we can actually incorporate it in, because that sounds like a great idea, but it sounds like the easy cop-out idea. Well,
I was thinking
like we'll just throw it around and put it in the background, which I think is what they're going to be trying to do too. So if we can find a way to rock it where we're like, oh yeah, this is actually the base of the headdress is the toilet plunger, and but it was clean. We sterilized it.
I'll try and do some recon on Team Clifford as well.
Yeah.
Maybe I can sneak out what they're gonna have.
Take
How do we know
Blake
you're
out
not doing
next
the
week
opposite?
and
Yeah, how do we know you're not doing this for them right now?
No.
Bubbles.
he's with us. Trust me.
Trust. It's all good. I like razzing.
However,
It's fun.
I wouldn't doubt that while they are having their meeting right now, that they are saying the same thing. It's okay. We got Brian in there. I'll just go talk to him. We'll have a couple of drinks. I'll try to get some info from him.
Nah,
So
I'm
I'm kind of curious. Like, I almost want to do that and just have Ron and I send you and Blake the Google Glass just so we can listen to you two go back and forth and try to get info from each other. So, what are you guys thinking? Are you gonna go for the offensive with your own things, or yours? I don't know. What is Clifford doing?
You send me your glass, and I'm sure Blake will get Ron's, and then we'll do that.
Yeah.
I think we could at least invest $1 or $2 in something really outlandish if we find something that's just totally crazy for the competing team to have to use. Otherwise, we should just invest entirely in our own props.
Yeah, I'm gonna check with Ron. We were kind of going back and forth. We wanted to talk to you guys first, but I think we're gonna have a minimum. We were talking about $3 to $5 that has to go to the other team.
I like
just to
that.
make it interesting. And then you can do any more, but it has to be at least $3 to $5 just to make it a challenge for them too.
Yeah.
I'm gonna mute myself and ask my wife something. Hang on one second.
No problem.
I want to say like hand sanitizer and plastic baggies
For the competing team?
for the competing team.
Yes.
Can we get? I'm pretty sure mine has like the sanitary bags for like the dogs for when you're walking them, and they have like
Yes,
these
doggy
great
bag.
little icon visuals. This is gonna be so much fun.
How about there's these diaper things that you can line
I'm
the
really
back of
excited.
litter boxes and stuff like that. They sell those at the dollar store.
That-
They're kind of funky to work with.
Kitty litter, yes.
I don't know about kitty litter. That's usually like $20, but.
Did you have like the really random?
Was that Morgan?
We'll have
Did you have?
We'll have to see what they have for $1.
I think a good bet is something just so horribly kitschy, like a snow globe or something that would just really throw off whatever their original idea might have been. You know.
Yeah.
A snow globe or a giant sombrero or something. You know, something that just really pushes them in one direction that they can't avoid.
Like
Just so big and obscene.
crocheted, like oven mitts, like the big ones that my grandma has.
Mickey Mouse oven mitts.
Halloween is approaching, so I'm sure the variety of items that you'll be able to find at a Dollar Tree store is going to kind of increase exponentially here pretty soon.
Yeah, just remember, you know, like good karma, because all of this is going to come back on us from their team too. I'm really excited to see what they pick for us, and we're going to be like, yeah, we have this great theme that we now have to put rubber boots in. And
Too bad we
dog
don't
bits.
know,
Good idea.
select the color.
Halloween theme might be a good theme.
Halloween would be awesome.
Yeah.
Make it dark and creepy, and that'll make me a happy boy.
There is no amount
No
of
judgment.
bad props that Jessica couldn't turn into sexy Halloween costume.
This is true. I'm very
We gotta
excited
keep
for
that
the challenge.
professionally.
She's going to create a 2 spatula bra.
I can do that, and it may or may not have been the first one.
Spatulas are totally hot.
May or may not have been the first time.
Or just chop a jack-o'-lantern in half and just, you know.
Joni loves that idea.
Nice.
Teacup.
That's funny.
That would
All right,
be
well-
awesome.
I think it's a great idea. I'm gonna cut out and hang out with my wife for a bit. I didn't even see her last night, so thank you all. That's
Aw.
awesome. Take care, guys. I'll talk to you soon.
All right, see you
Yeah,
later.
Brian.
Bye.
See ya.
Nice seeing all your faces, by the way. It's really cool.
Yay.
MJ and everybody. It's cool. Take care.
Agreed. Woo. Hey, so MJ, how about that level 4 critique?
Yeah, how about tomorrow?
What time tomorrow? Where are you? What time is it where you are right now?
Eastern.
You're Eastern?
10 o'clock, yeah.
Yeah. Okay, you and I are on the same time zone. So I have a meeting at 4 with Peter. And I have a meeting from 12 to 2. So I could do it earlier in the day, or we pick another day.
Another day.
How about Thursday?
Thursday? Yeah. Like 8.
Okay.
Okay.
Thursday at 8.
Cool.
It's a date. Look, see, I love this. Now I get to put you all on the spot. So, by the way, I'm going to be doing that thing you've been avoiding because I've been really looking forward to tearing into your work and destroying your ego.
Aww.
Hey, who let Mackenzie back in?
Oh man, you got to stop talking about her now.
No expression whatsoever.
No, just judgment, like a surly teenager that she is.
She's probably listening to One Direction and not paying any attention on it. Say 8. So Jessica, for example, there's no rules. We could give all 20 of our items to them, and they would have 40, something crazy like that.
Ideally, yeah, but if we do that, then
Nice.
There's probably the reverse. There probably should be the reverse rule where 3 to 5 or 10, up to 10 items have to stay with us, right?
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. That's why I threw that example out exactly, Matt. In my mind, yeah, I think it's a requirement, but it should be a limited amount.
yeah, I think what we're gonna do.
Jessica's getting even more beautiful. It's hard to believe.
I know, right? But I'm feeling a little green around the gills.
Nice.
So I feel very barbershop right now.
Brian says buy Ajax or cleaning supplies
Also a good idea.
for the other team.
You know, so I think the concept is that we can put all 20 of our items if we want to the other team, but then we'd have nothing to work with ourselves.
Yeah.
So, you know, ideally, it's just trying to figure out what it is that we want to. Ha ha ha. Mackenzie. What's the matter? You can't draw anymore. This is a very serious meeting. There are only mustaches allowed here and other important things.
Yes, our meetings are always so serious, Jess.
Mackenzie, I think you should draw stuff on Tom because I don't think he's moved for 5 minutes at least.
She can't draw anything on him. I disconnected it. She can only add it to herself now.
It's her way teenager.
Yeah, so I think tomorrow I'm gonna go out in the morning, and I'm gonna head over to the dollar store and I'll take some video and some photos of some things that I think are particularly helpful, and then we can go and we can cast some votes and kind of get a feel for it, and maybe what I'll do is I'll try to just jump into whoever's in the group and hang out with you guys so you guys can come with me and we can see. I have to be careful, though, because a lot of stores are really weird about you recording while you're in them. Because they always think you're, like, casing out the joint, which, you know, if that becomes an argument, then I'm just going to...
You just wear a shirt that has a shirt pocket and you put your cell phone in with the camera just barely peeking up above the pocket of the shirt and you just walk
Where would it go? Like...
Yeah, you know, just a shirt with a chest pocket, and you just put the phone in there and just kind
Pocket protector.
Pocket protector. Absolutely.
Exactly.
Really, if they give me a hard time,
Front.
usually it's because they're worried that you're like keeping out the joint to like rob it, but I'm going to tell them that I have way higher ambitions than the dollar store, and hopefully they'll believe me.
Yes.
Hand me all your ones.
I'm going to open a complete dollar store, and I'm scoping out your product line.
Yeah.
Give me all your...
Yeah, just where's those Google glasses? Just wear those.
That's what I think I'm gonna do, because I can actually just record the video and then upload it right to the group, and then I'll just I'll snap some photos with my cell as well, and we'll go from there. So, is everybody clear on the project and what it is we're doing? Did I explain it well? Everybody's got a good grip on what we're doing?
To recap, you're buying the items. And it's from your store, and you're doing the photo shoot, right?
Mm-hmm.
And we're giving input before you pick what to buy. And when is the photo shoot?
I think what we're looking at doing is having all of the items by the end of this week, so probably by Sunday, and then we're looking to shoot sometime in the following 2 weeks. So the concept is to have the final images in the arena by the end of September, just to give everybody time to coordinate, because we really want the whole cohort involved. And, you know, Ron and I also have to balance the fact that we're mastering and we have actual client work and other stuff going on. And I'm actually going in to meet with the specialist on the 27th to see about seeing if we can actually avoid surgery. So that may throw a wrench into the situation if that does end up being an issue. But, you know, Ron and I are totally flexible, and because this is the first one, like, there's no real pressure on it. But ideally, the concept is to have the final images ready to be judged by the end of the month, by the end of September.
Have you picked a model, Jessica?
I have a couple of mine, but I'm also just kind of waiting to see what we come up with as a concept, to see where it goes, because certain models of mine are way more adventurous than other ones. Like, I have some that are really beautiful, and I have some that are willing to get naked, and I have some that are willing to stand in the water 3 feet from a bridge with 20-foot flames. So it just depends on how crazy we get with it.
Can you get flamethrowers at Dollar Store? I don't know.
No, but you can get lighter fluid.
Oh God!
If you got matches and a lighter, then or a lighter fluid or something, that might be a very good idea. Do one of those. Again, you got.
Sure, he set the bridge on fire.
I know, but it didn't burn down like it was supposed to, so I'm totally up for doing round 2.
Dollar stores have a lot of Hawaiian-themed, you know, cheapy type stuff. You could totally do some contract some flamethrower or fire swallower kind of guy to do a, you know, you buy him a grass skirt, you buy him you know, a headdress, and
yeah, we have $20 to do this. I do not have money to hire flame swallowers and stuff, but a good
you might do it for TFP.
Hey, can you repeat an object, or do they have to be all different?
That is an excellent question that we have not set a rule about. So I will discuss that with Ron, because that's a good point. I believe that the idea is just that we have to spend $20. If we want to buy 20 chocolate candy bars, we can do that.
Okay.
That's a good point. I will touch base with him on that and just make sure we're on the same page. Sorry. All right, so we got flamethrowers and melting chocolate on her body. And what else did we come up with?
Headdress!
Headdresses.
I really want a headdress. I just want one.
Having been to a lot of weddings where they have performers and that kind of stuff, I think you might be able to get somebody who does flamethrowing or flame spitting to do a TFP type thing, possibly, because they love photos of themselves performing.
Matt, I think you're forgetting about the fact that you're on the West Coast and I'm in Philadelphia. We don't have very many flamethrowers here. But I now nominate you to find all of the ones within 50 miles of me.
Somebody?
I don't know. Who's that? Maybe you, Mac. Actually, I think it's usually her. Yep, it's Ava.
I just muted myself. And it didn't go away. Oh, it's
I
Ava.
don't like being muted. I like talking.
She's a troublemaker, that one. She comes in, she creates echoes, everybody hears voices. Huh?
What city do you live in again?
I'm outside of Philadelphia.
Yay, Philly.
I'm about 40 minutes outside of Philadelphia. So you're looking for Limerick and the surrounding areas. I can shoot her next to the power plant. That would be fun. Tony's judging.
I might get
I might dance again. I was dancing the other day.
if I'm Googling
And everybody missed it.
flamethrower.
Guys,
Matt's like on
You
this
have
thing.
dental floss. What the hell?
he's doing that. People are judging. I'm about to start
Did
dancing.
you see this shot that I just did with thread? I could totally rock dental floss.
Yeah.
That's what, I hope they buy dental floss. I really hope that they buy something that I look at and I'm like,
And it becomes like the pivotal center focal point of our photo shoot.
yes, that would make my day. That is your
that.
goal. Yeah, that is your goal. Whatever they bring, if we can make one of those the actual feature thing of the shot, that would just be priceless.
You're probably going to get a toilet cleaning brush.
Headdress!
Yeah.
Headdress.
What happened?
You know, here's the other thing. Do we want to do it? Because we could actually do it. Like, we could set aside and we could talk about what we want, but we could select the things for the other house and hold off on buying for ours until we see what they got us, because we might be able to build around that. But then we'd have to allow...
That's a good point. Are there rules on the timing of all that?
Ron and I are still working that out, but we wanted to sit down and have a conversation with each of our cohorts and then reconvene on what the official rules and regulations are so everybody's on the same page. Like, can we buy more than one item? You know, like, can we buy 5 of the same thing if we want? And so that's something to think of. The other thing is, you know, if we do it, if we set aside 5 items to buy for them and however many they set aside for us, we could wait and have those first and then buy the rest of the items, but then we're giving them that same advantage.
See, I think it'd be more fun if, you know, we already pick out ours and vice versa, and then, you know, you
and
trade
then they just get this random lexicon of nonsense.
Yeah, it makes it more difficult to work in. I think that's how it should be.
Okay.
Yeah.
Sounds good. All right, so do we want to take a look at everything and then decide what we're buying for them and us, or do we want to set, like, an amount? Like, we're going to send no more than, you know, 4 items to them or 8 items, or do we want to see?
Should we see what our theme might be before we decide that?
Okay. Sounds good.
What do you
All
guys
right. Well, then I am going to I'm going to go shopping tomorrow, and I will post stuff, and we'll go from there.
Yay, shopping.
Sound good?
And then I want to see your face.
So, Matt, I really want to give you a hard time about your level 4 critique. So, he's just not. If I sit here and don't say anything,
I think he's asleep.
I'm gonna make him big on the screen too.
Perfect timing to go on lag or freeze.
Or in a coma.
Yeah.
Coma.
He's not even there. He put the video up and hit mute. He's like, look at me, I'm paying attention to my cohort with all my apprentices who I love as my fellow people, which is why I'm never here, because I like to travel a lot. Look at me in my spiffy red pants while I stand on this big rock. I hope he can hear me. I hope whatever he's doing, he can hear me teasing him.
No, don't come in my room. I hear people trying to open my door. Don't come.
All right.
Yes, Jess, I'm ready to schedule whenever you want to schedule.
Okay, I'm doing MJ on Thursday, right? We said 8?
Yeah.
So, Claire, what's your schedule like?
See, I've got a shoot on Saturday. Friday might be a good day.
Okay. What time on Friday? Are you, what time is it for you right now?
It is 9:20 at night.
Okay, so you're 1 hour behind me. So,
yeah.
What works better for you? You have kids too. Is it better to put them to bed and do it later?
My kids are 14 and 18, so
Okay, yeah,
not
totally
exciting
different.
stories anymore.
My kids are going to have earlier bedtimes the older they get.
I think you actually put them to bed just now.
They just go and do their own thing. It's wonderful. Teenagers.
Nice.
Friday. What's good? You tell me what's good for you.
Okay. How about we do the afternoon? Say maybe. Well, actually, hang on a second. I'm gonna put you guys on hold and check my calendar. I can do any time before 2.
Okay. 1 o'clock.
1 o'clock. Sounds good. 1 o'clock my time or your time?
Oh.
Your time?
So 1 o'clock my time is 2 o'clock your time, right?
Works good.
So that would be 12 o'clock my time.
Okay.
Okay, so 12 my time.
Good. Mackenzie, send me a message with this.
Or if I'm there, I'll just remind you.
That's right. That'll work too. But send me a message anyway so that I can make the actual events so they pop up on my phone.
One sec.
So don't do what I did with Danny where I was like, okay, it's 4, let's go. And then somebody was like, no, she said for level 4 at 8 o'clock.
Can't. Sister, yes, I will message you because we have to talk anyway.
Sounds good. How's everybody else doing? Doug?
Waiting on Damien or Mackenzie to level up so I can get through my level 5.
Damien is leveled up.
What
yes,
do you...
but he has not written my the bio about my critique yet, so I can't level up until he does that.
Yeah.
Right. Here's what everybody's going to do.
So it just doesn't, because Jess is going to beat me up in my critique.
Yeah. Mackenzie, when are we doing your level 4?
Whenever. Before I leave, probably.
Just do it right now. It looks like you're on your laptop. You could share your images. We could all watch.
Yeah,
It
we
is
could.
being recorded.
It is being recorded.
If you want to
But then I can't add it to the library. We'd have to do a separate recording. But I could invite everybody in, and we could all just mess with you.
whatever.
Like, Tom's all about it. He's like, let's go, show him right now.
Yeah, Ayatollah critique Ola.
All right, so I have Matt still at level 3, even though he was one of the first people to accept. Claire was traveling for a month, but she's ready for her level 4 critique.
I'm excited.
I thought I was level 4 now.
Are you? You are. Okay, so that means we can do yours too when we're doing it.
I mean, I haven't been leveled up yet, but I think I got all the requirements done.
No, you're leveled up. You're on level 4. Go check your email. It's totally backdated to like 37 seconds ago.
You gotta post something so I can update the whole.
I'm not renaming him yet. I'm going to rename him after his critique. He's going to stay the Tornado of Tortoises. Because he was like gone and he wasn't like doing anything and he was slow and steady. And then he's like, no, I'm ready. Level 2, level 3, level 4, let's go.
Oh, well.
He's at the end of the race right now.
Yes.
Just wait. Once you guys start crossing threshold 10, you guys get to name each other every time someone follows you into the next level.
Nice. Yeah.
It's going to be really fun. Stay on everyone's good side. I'm really excited because I have the feeling Vladimir is going to have a lot of really excellent nicknames.
Oh, but no. Do not let him name me. He'll name me like Hottie McHot.
Oh, no. I mean what everybody is going to nickname him.
Oh. I thought you meant he's going to nickname me because he will name me Hottie McHot stuff and I will.
There is no fraternization rule within my cohort. Take it outside to the normal Google things and find a room.
I don't want a room with him.
No, you're not allowed to have a room.
Giggity.
No giggity around the 16-year-old.
He just thinks me and you are the hottest things on planet Earth.
Vladimir, we are very glad that you are joining us. However, I'm going to need you to come up to the level of the rest of the expectations that the other apprentices have set, or you're out.
Scary.
Okay. I hope he watches this tomorrow.
But yes, we should do my critique before vacation because I get home and jump into school and I'm missing the first 3 days. So,
All right. How about tomorrow?
no. It's my mom's birthday.
Oh, you're right.
Free
Okay.
tomorrow.
Fair deal. You're free tomorrow, Matt? What time?
I think my one appointment just got canceled, actually, so I'm free anytime.
Okay. I have an appointment at 1 and an appointment at 4 my time, which would be earlier for you, so we could do like 9, 10 o'clock your time, which would be like noon here. Yeah. Or we could do later in the evening for me, like right around now.
I think I'm going to Disneyland tomorrow night with my wife. Or maybe that's next week. Yeah.
She sold you out.
What was that?
She sold you out. She's like, now it's next week. You're totally free. Go get
We were
you
supposed
out.
to go tomorrow, but we changed that. So yeah, morning or evening is good.
Okay. How about 9 o'clock my time is 6 your time? What time do you usually do dinner?
Wait, 6 a.m. my time?
No, 6 p.m.
Oh, okay. Yeah.
But yes, if you guys start pissing me off in the higher levels, I'm going to set all your critiques for ridiculously early just to make you mad.
Hey, I'm the outdoor photographer. I get up at 5 a.m. by default when I'm camping.
There's this thing called school, and if you wake me up early, I will be miserable.
All right. That's fine. Well, I am 3 hours behind you, or 3 hours ahead of you, so it's 10:30 right now, so we'll do it at like midnight or 1 o'clock, or I can do it at like 6 a.m. my time, and it can be 3 a.m. for you if you want to be a smartass about it. Teasing. He's like, shut up, I'm drinking my drink. Don't you see me with my straw? What? I think it's a dog.
But yes, tomorrow is the woman's birthday, so I think we're going like, I don't know, I think she's getting her nails done in the afternoon, and then we're going to dinner and stuff. So.
Is that like Lego Sherlock Holmes?
Wait, Lego Sherlock Holmes, what?
Indeed it is.
Nice. Alright, so that's going to be a new rule. I need everybody to have a token for their hangouts. You know, like in Inception. I'm really excited. Alright. I have other things that are important to do. Matt, what time? He's on mute and not there. Okay, so Claire, we're doing...
Friday, 1 o'clock your time.
Claire's Friday at 1. MJ, we're doing... What did we say? Take yourself off mute.
Okay. 8 p.m. Thursday.
8 p.m. Thursday.
Yeah.
Mackenzie, are you writing this down? Because I already forgot what Claire said.
Yes.
This is good.
I am. Did Matt pick what time he's doing his?
Whenever.
Did Matt pick a time?
6 p.m. my time, so 9 p.m.
9 p.m. my time. That's
Tomorrow.
good. That's almost everyone at level 4 with the exception of Mackenzie.
Sarah.
Mackenzie?
Sarah.
Sarah, I don't know what she's procrastinating on. She's been at level 4 forever. I think she's a little bit scared. So I'm going to post a really nice note to her that says that every day we wait, the harsher the critique's going to be, and she's going to lose a point off of every image.
Wow.
She's been there way too long. She was like one of the first to hit level 4. There's no reason for her to still be there. Yeah, I think that's it. Oh, we have Wayne. He's at level 4 too, so I got to go harass him.
I think he said something. He put a time in the cohort, but I forget what it said.
You're right.
You
He
gotta check
did.
that.
I do have to go check that.
But I totally forget. I read earlier this afternoon while I was in there posting my
All
stuff.
right, guys,
But
I'm gonna head out. I'll see you tomorrow.
Sounds
Good
good.
bye.
Bye.
Bye, Matt.
No, I totally lied. I can't. Okay, I'm gonna cancel on Matt because I can't do tomorrow. I forgot. I have a dinner party I'm going to tomorrow.
Family dinner. You have family dinner tomorrow.
Yeah. So Matt's out.
Wednesdays is family dinner day.
What's the last time we're gonna do it?
Wednesdays is
Megan's
family dinner
due this week coming up.
Nice.
All right. I think we have. I think we've reached the point where the rambling begins. So, as much as I love seeing all your beautiful faces, we can hang out if anybody has anything that they want to actually talk about or that they're struggling with, either in the Arcanum or out. But other than that, have a lovely evening.
I like your face.
Mackenzie, you look like one of those criminal shows where they put like the witness in shadow to protect identity.
Yeah, I have no clue why my camera like sometimes just jumps to super dark. Wayne said Thursday morning West Coast time would be perfect. Can do anytime Thursday or Friday.
Okay. Then I will figure that out with him, and I'm going to tag all of you with the times that we discussed and reschedule with Matt. And we'll get the rest of you up to the second half of the sphere. And Mackenzie, you can message me and figure out yours too.
So, hey Jessica, when do we have to worry about like losing you as our master? After what level?
So at level 9, we'll do another set of critiques, and then level 10 is really it's like a transition one, because you're with your first master for the first 20 levels, as long as you and I both decide that we want to continue our relationship. So right now we're dating, and at level 9 you get to decide if we're in a committed relationship or not. So if you want, you'll get to stay with me to level 20. And what happens is at that's really I can't talk when it's echoing.
What the hell? Oh, nice.
Okay, so at level 9 we'll do another round of critiques, and then level 10 is the graduation from your first sphere. So you'll go into sphere 1, and then that's a whole separate community. So I will send you an invite, and then the second sphere, which is sphere 1, because this is technically sphere 0. Sphere 1 is levels 11 to 19. That's really going to be you guys really focusing in on what it is that you want to accomplish, what you join the Arcanum for, what the end result is for you, and we're going to really kind of customize your paths a little bit more individually so that we can get you to where you want to be. So like Claire, you and I are going to be right on track because you have the same exact situation that I had starting out, and if I could do it for me in 3 years with all the nonsense I was going through, I can do it for you in 1. I have no doubt.
That sounds great.
Especially with the quality of work that you're producing, because I was nowhere near as good as you are when I started it. So,
but if you dumped us, where do we go? Back into the pool, or?
Yeah, so I picked a really good group of people that I would love to have with me all 20 levels, with the exception of maybe 1 or 2 of you. And
tell us who.
No. But so if for whatever reason either one of us decides that I'm not the best master for you to continue, then you'll go right back into the antechamber that you were in, and you'll become available for another master to pick up. If you stay with me to level 19, then when you hit level 20, you go into a level 2 sphere antechamber. So it's totally different than the one that you guys are in now. It puts you in this special classroom that's obviously going to be a lot smaller because there's only certain people that are completing the mastery. You'll have access to certain videos in the library that you don't have access to now. You'll also have access to different masters that aren't available to you right now. And I actually believe that you guys may be my only cohort that I teach from levels 0 to 20, because they started out really small and as kind of grassroots, and they picked us based on our ability to you know, really be grounded in the passion of the idea as well. So obviously we can't teach you at levels 2, 3, and 4 if everybody's at level 0. So we would have just been hanging out waiting. So for a lot of us, some of the people are just teaching just this one cohort, and we've already had a couple of masters say that this is the only one they're doing, that it's not for them. Others are going to be moved up. So actually, I might drop you into the level 2 antechamber and then invite you to come back for level 3 with me for the 3rd sphere. So, and it'll just depend on where you're, you know, where you're going and if it's a good fit, because all of the levels and the intensity of the projects totally change. So, for example, like Joni's suggestion for what was going to be level 5, if that sounds like way too much work for you to put in right now, then you probably don't want to go to the higher spheres, because it's about that kind of intensity of building, you know, building your work. But it's also not just random assignments. It's all customized to the individual apprentices. So I'll probably be taking on a lot less apprentices in the higher levels too, because I want to be able to give a lot more one-on-one time. So I'll probably only take on like 5 or 10.
Awesome.
So, yeah.
Okay.
Oh my goodness, what's up with the creepy drone? Morgan, you're scaring me! I'm gonna go on screen share and just put hot pictures
Morgan!
of yourself. I'm gonna put hot pictures of you up to counteract.
What?
Mackenzie said that she wanted to see your face, and you were leaving, so I said, here's
I'm
Jess's
gonna put hot
face.
pictures up to counteract that, because that's creepy.
I'm sorry. Can somebody go into that beautiful chart that Morgan made and take his points down to 0 for me?
Wait, do I have nice little
By all
pictures?
No.
means.
I don't know if I have any pretty ones.
I think it's a very good likeness. I'm sorry, I've been a little under the weather, so I haven't been like taking care of, you know, my situation as well, apparently. Am I looking a little tired? I feel like I'm a little bug-eyed.
Here we go. Here's me trying to record a video of myself and making a really awkward face.
I like the other picture you had up there better.
I'm gonna find. You're so terrible, Jess. Like, I'm so much better though. I just torture her all day long.
So we can, speaking of like higher levels and staying with me, I only wrote the first 10 levels right now. There's like a basic guide for what we're doing for the higher ones, but I'm really, really interested to hear what you guys would like to see for your 2nd sphere of training.
Maybe more some business. Would there be more business stuff involved too, or is this more for just artistry?
So I really love teaching the business aspect, and the higher ups really kind of built this as a artistic endeavor more than a business endeavor. It's supposed to create artists, not necessarily business people, but I've been chatting with them about it, and I'm thinking about doing a secondary discipline that would solely focus on business and marketing. But that's definitely something that we can build into different levels and where I'm thinking about taking it. The problem is that not everybody in here wants to do it as a business.
Right.
So that makes it hard.
I mean, I really want both. I want to have a good business, but I also want to have shoots that I do that are just, you know, artistic, playful, for me shoots that I wouldn't make any money off. But I do want to run a good business as well.
Yeah, some of the people are like, they're really happy in their day jobs. Like Vladimir's studying to like become a doctor. Like I doubt photography is going to be playing much into his income in comparison. And I mean, some of the other people just aren't interested. But I love the idea.
The chat is running a business right now.
I know Tom is. Tom's doing really well with his. Who else is?
He raises his head.
He didn't even raise it. He just kind of leveled you out.
I've sold
King
photos.
You've sold 2 photos. You run a business
for me.
And you're a businessman.
Yeah, I profited $60.
Awesome.
MJ, are you looking to run it as a business, or are you just kind of playing?
No, not now. You know, I got a day job. I got a kid to put through college. This is more about self-discovery. But also, I have no limits. I don't want any limits at all. I just want to consume and grow, discover, and art is first. But if that turns into money or something like that, that would be cool. But it's not a requirement. Not today. Maybe in the future.
Mac, whatever you're doing with the light looks epic now.
I'm just holding my camera, like my phone flashlight's on, and I'm just holding my flashlight.
That's sweet.
Except I can't look, like I have to look like off to the side because if not I'm blinded.
How about you, Doug? What are your aspirations?
Can you guys hear me?
Mm-hmm.
Yes.
We have our own business. I have several other ventures that I'm into. But my aspirations are artistically to grow within the community. But as far as business-wise, to me it's not about the money. It's about developing as an artist to be able to reach out and impact others around my community. So I am blessed that I don't have to use this as a source of income. So it affords me the opportunity to really take my time to develop my art, my skill, which is what I do, and I have been doing. So for me, it's a very, I'm in a great place at a great time. To be able to hang out with you guys, the cohorts, and Jessica, to be able to spend time and watch and learn. And already in the shoots that I've been doing, everything I've done in the past, I go, oh my gosh, this is terrible. Throw that away. Let me start over again. But my aspirations, as far as business-wise, once I get to the point where I do want to start charging, for me, it's going to be 2 or 3, 4 shoots max a month. And if I'm going to charge, I want to make the big dollars. If not, I don't need it. I'll just shoot for what I want and what I think my value is and what I want to pursue, because I have that ability, and I feel very blessed to be in that situation, that spot. So, for example, I get to pick and choose what I want to shoot, who I want to shoot, and when I want to shoot. And so I guess part of that is a control factor too. I like to be in control. So anyway, that's kind of my deal.
Okay. So what would be ideal for you in your Sphere 1 training then? What are you looking for?
That's a tough question. I have been pondering that over and over and over again. I've looked at all the critiques, and I like it all. So I'm focusing really to learn more about my artistic side, have more of a critical eye to be able to look through the viewfinder and really be able to see before I take a shot whether it's a good picture or a bad picture. That's one thing. The other thing is to really expand my horizons creatively, so that I can, within my world and my people that I hang out with and my group of people, to be able to grow artistically. And so those are really my 2 challenges that I have.
Okay. Sounds
So
good.
I'm a pretty easygoing guy for the most part. I mean, hey, I am kind of picky, I guess, about what I want to shoot and what I don't want to shoot. But if someone calls me and asks me, hey, I want to shoot, then I'll shoot regardless. Like, for example, I did a photo shoot a couple of weeks ago with a young ballet dancer that was just let go for the Houston Ballet. Beautiful lady. And we scheduled the photo shoot before she got laid off. She'd been with the Houston Ballet for 4 years. So I didn't know she was laid off. We showed up for the photo shoot, and oh my gosh, it was terrible. She was upset. I didn't know this until after the photo shoot. Her pictures looked lousy, and I thought, man, what is wrong with this photo session? There's no energy. This lady is just beaten down. And then I found out later that she got let go. She's leaving the next day to go to Atlanta. So my point is that, you know what? I have the mentality of whatever comes my way, I accept it, and I want to learn from it and grow from it. In her opinion, I only got one good shot from that session, but I'm okay with that because whatever comes my way, whatever opens up artistically, I'm okay. I do have expectations for a photo shoot or a session, but if they don't turn out that way, I'm okay with that too. I try to look at the positive, what I can gain and what I can grow from that photo shoot, and then I go from that and I go to the next one. Does that make sense, guys? I don't know.
Yeah, I mean, really, like, I would rather you shoot for passion than shoot for profit, always, because the profit will follow the passion. It always, always has for me and everything.
Agreed.
Yeah, like, it does. And that's the hardest lesson to teach people, especially when they're trying to put food on the table, because it's hard to not worry about money when you don't have any. You know, like that's really tough. So if I can get you guys to ideally focus on what it is that you want to be doing with your time, because that's a more valuable currency than your money. Like, you can always make more money. You're not getting any more time. Whatever your clock is, whenever that's done, it's done. That's all you get. I love that we have this like light show going on the bottom right now. It's epic.
Yeah.
Can you guys do like a light wave like across the screen? That'd be pretty cool.
Yeah, Morgan, have to say this is the secret inner circle of the Arcanum.
Oh my God, can we please do that for House Lark? Because I will totally upload that into the library. What does Tom have? See with the ice light?
I said at first we were all sitting around a campfire. Morgan goes, "No, it's the secret inner circle of the Arcanum."
Oh my God, let's do that. Like, let's come up with like an initiation ceremony and the overhead lighting and the whole 9 yards. I love it. That'd be epic. And you know what? Trey would eat it up too. He would absolutely adore it.
It's either that or we're like recreating Queen.
Yeah.
No.
Which would also be equally epic and appreciated. I have full expectations that you guys set all of the bars for houses that come afterwards, because you guys have been, actually. Like, you'd be surprised like how many are picking up. There's like 3 or 4 cohorts that now have like their own versions of the anointing room and the like words of wisdom and things that they're sharing with each other. Almost every single one of them is doing the Google Maps now. Almost every single one of them is doing their own banners, like the one that Tom made for us at the beginning. They're doing, a lot of them are doing points now because we have the point system, which I'm super excited. Some of you are over 200 and I can start sending you presents.
Tom's about to like hit 300 as soon as he levels up to level 7.
Is that Darth Vader? Like, what are we? Is that Darth Vader as a bobblehead?
Oh my goodness. Oh, nonsense.
Nice. I'm totally stealing that and going to look for it so I can send it to Mike, because he'll appreciate that. And then we got, like, a tiki god.
Mm-hmm.
I love it. I love you guys. I really do have the best cohort. You guys are so weirdly awesome.
Nice, Morgan. I always see that one in your pictures.
You guys are crazy.
It says what the bi-weekly hangout is just going to be random nonsense.
Yep. So yeah, so let's start thinking about that, because the first 10 levels are really just your entry levels. They're pretty basic. They were kind of outlined for us by the headmasters as to what we were doing. Levels 11 to 20 are when it really starts to get personal. So I want you guys to start putting some thought and energy, especially like Tom and Lars, because you guys are like neck and neck for first place through the door at every level. Like, while you're sitting waiting for everybody to catch up, like, now's a really good time to start putting together some thoughts. Like, you've been declared the alpha wolf, Tom. That makes you leader of the pack, so it's your job to safeguard the rest of them and make sure that the path is safe for them.
I'd be up there if Mac had actually claimed me and done my review.
Yeah, that's very true.
Yeah, I have to actually be spending my time putting together shoots to have enough photos for level 8. So that's probably more important than worrying about level 12.
Level 8. You guys have kind of gotten the feeling now from watching the level guides from Trey that I'm not really following them, right?
That's why you had to change level 5. Could you just give up and run away? And you're like, no, not yet.
Well, here's the thing. Trey and I just had a slight difference of opinion because basically, in very simplistic terms, like he compared it to like Candy Crush. Like the first couple of levels, you just
That's
like
what my
fly.
husband said.
Yeah, you like fly through the first couple, and then you have to like, you know, get tickets from friends and stuff like that as you get higher up and things like that. So the higher up you, and that's with anything, you know, the higher up you go in grade school, the more difficult the workload gets. So as you guys complete your mastery, but he thinks that I expect too much out of you, and I don't, because I spent a lot of time going through every single profile, picking each one of you. And I think that I'm not requiring too much of you because I think that you all have the potential to become something really exceptional, and that requires exceptional investment. That said, whatever he told you to do in level 8 is probably not what you're going to do.
Well, either way, we have to provide a whole series of photos for critique at level 9, so...
Yeah, we'll go with that. Tom has such a severe love-hate relationship with me. He's like, give me all the levels now so I can properly prepare, so I can go through them on time, and I don't have to wait for the rest of you because you're all too slow.
I just learned don't expect anything because you always make stuff up and do whatever you want.
Well, you guys are all in here, so maybe I'll give you a preview of what the next levels are. No, I'm not gonna. But I thought about it. It's the thought that counts.
That
But
could be
MJ's face wins for that one.
that can be Tom's level, like 200-point present. You're just gonna send him all the levels.
Yeah, maybe that'll be a thing. Maybe like when you hit certain points, you can trade them in for previews of coming attractions.
Tom's like, I like this idea.
Yeah, great. I've got 344, so let's trade them in and let's get some knowledge headed my way.
Would you like me to share with all your fellow apprentices, or would you like to have knowledge that nobody else has available?
Which one costs more?
I think they're both the same.
Well, in that case, I'd rather everyone know it.
Ah. But then they'll all have tons of points, and yours will all be depleted.
But he's the leader wolf. He's helping us all out.
Yeah, but I don't know that you guys have earned that from him. I've been seeing him go above and beyond an awful lot, and I don't know that he's been getting a return on investment from you guys.
Well, in which case, I'm sure I'll earn the points back.
If he's willing to do that, I am willing to give him some of my points as a thank you.
Ah, see, there, now we're talking. Cohesive collaboration. All right, so let's see. Level 8.
See, I have such good ideas.
Let's see. How much do I want to tell you guys?
No, I need to.
It does appear that pretty much everybody's wearing a shade of gray or black, and Jess is the only one with yellow.
You guys are 50 Shades of Grey, and I'm the sun!
I had to make it black so I could see the types of.
All right, so for level 8, you are going to share 20 images. Let me see. Am I requiring them to all be new?
Cool.
No, I am not. So you're going to share 20 images, and this is going to be fun because some of you guys are going to really hate this one. Who has a website right now for your work? Yeah, everybody, just about. Okay, so you are limiting your website to only 20 images.
What?
Mm-hmm.
Does there 20 on yours?
Huh?
So we got to
on
deconstruct
yours?
our website?
Well, okay, one at a time. What did you say, Mackenzie?
Yeah.
Said is there 20 on yours?
No, but I'm the master, and I'm way levels above, and you'll get to add more later.
By
By the way, you just lost 5 points for challenging your master.
I always challenge you.
I know. You can get those points back if you bring me cookies this week.
Hold on, let me get
Come on
this
Thursday. If it is not too hot, I will bake you cookies.
Okay.
So,
We have to make sure we have stuff to make cookies first.
No.
Jess, are you saying that we will have to take our websites down to 20 images?
20 images.
On our website?
Yep.
Oh, God.
I know.
That will destroy my website.
Yeah, well, we're going to talk about that. We'll look over your website and your level 4 critique. But yes, the idea is your top 20 portfolio images. You may earn the ability to gain more back. But for level 8, the concept is that you are picking your 20 best images for your portfolio. So it does not have to be new work. You can definitely be adding new work into that as you guys are shooting, but there is not a shooting assignment for that level. This is just the 20 best images. And I think, actually, this is a good exercise for me, too, because you should always go back to the things that work. So I think I'm going to do the same thing. And post them as well. So 20 pieces of your artistry. These will be the 20 images that you're making for your final portfolio. I'm looking not only for your best work, but I'm also looking for these 20 images to fit cohesively together as a collection, as in they would all work together in a gallery show. So they have to fit. And I'm also looking for them to define you as an artist, for them to have a notable style, and for them to be what you want to be shooting.
Cookies.
Cookies. I'm fine with that. I don't want to eat. I don't want to shoot cookies. I want to eat cookies.
20 pictures of you eating.
I want to shoot cookies. Oh, I just want to.
I would totally rock that shoot. But it wouldn't be like this sexy, like Varga Girl style that you have going on in your head. It would be like Cookie Monster if he was like.
It'd be the Family Guy Cookie
cookies
Monster in
were
the bathroom stall cooking cookie dough
Yeah.
on a spoon like meth.
Yeah, that's exactly what it would be. Maybe we'll get cookie dough for our challenge.
No.
And I'll shoot it as a self-portrait.
No, I'll just have to beat it though.
That's awesome.
Hey, is anyone here blogging? Tom, do you blog?
Aquarium blog. No, aquarium blog. I just post for aquarium blogs. It just books.
Oh. So you're going to post your 20 images. Then you're going to aid in the selection of other portfolios with other people. You guys are kind of getting the feel for this, right? That it's like a cohesive thing. So you never level up without affecting the other people around you and them impacting your growth as well. So obviously that'll come into play. And then you're going to do the same thing that you did on the lower levels where everybody is going to pick your 5 best images. That's level 8, and then level 9 is another critique. And for level 9, you have to score 15 points, I believe. No, your highest score is 15. You have to score at least 6. However, as we are now going to be, 5 levels higher, I'm holding you to higher expectations. I want to see growth. So if you got commendable before, chances are it's going to be a show's promise this time. If it was exemplary, it's probably going to be commendable. Like the rates are going up. The expectations are higher.
So I should get only 5 points for this critique, right? Minimum.
Yep, minimum. But really, like the way that it's graded, the way that all the critiques are graded is the same. Below average, if there's nothing redeemable about it, it gets 0, which nobody has gotten this so far because I can find the potential in everything.
No,
You have to be really, really bad. And you know, I feel really awful because one of the other masters was saying that about a student for the level 4, and I was like, no way. Like it's got to at least show promise for the potential. And then he sent me the portfolio. So that defined for me what a level 0 is. So it is possible for you to get that, and it is more possible for you to get that the higher the levels you go. So when we're doing critiques at like level 14 and level 19, like some of the stuff that you guys showed at level 4 would not make it. So 0 is below average. 1 point shows promise, which means that you didn't get it, but there's potential there for it to become something. 2 points is commendable, which means it's a decent shot. 3 points is exemplary, which means I freaking love it and I would be happy to put it in my portfolio. And then we go to level 10, and level 10 is when you cross spheres. And I'm going to hold that one hostage.
Does it hurt?
It's why you have to come visit us and walk through the magic door.
That's at level 19 and 20.
You must
I have been working on that, and we're going to discuss that higher, but I am looking into the possibility of having a House Lark retreat. That would be complimentary for all of you. All you would have to do is get there.
New Zealand?
We'll see. I'm working on it. I'm going to see what I can work out.
Come visit.
Say that.
Come visit
Nice,
us.
Morgan.
If you come
Look,
visit
he's
us,
so proud of himself for that joke, too, in the chat. Very nice.
come visit us. It's a lot of fun. You don't sleep and you eat lots of junk food, but it's fun.
Yep.
And Wawa. Lots of Wawa.
Lots of Wawa. So, yeah. So that's your level 8 and 9. I don't have anything. Well, level 11 is now going to be the song one. So those of you that are planning on staying with me can be working towards that. And I put it as a category in this one. But once you actually cross the sphere and you're into sphere 1, you'll be invited to a second community. And not everyone is getting an invite because I don't feel that I can nurture and grow you further. I feel like another master would be better suited for some of you based on where your focus is and what you want to do. But, you know, we'll cross that bridge when we come to it. And just so you guys know, too, like, when we get to level 10, like, don't feel obligated to stay here because I picked you up or because you're supposed to be here. Like, if you feel like your growth is not where you think it should be or that it would be better suited, like there's no hard feelings at all for you to be like, hey, I want another master. Speaking of which, we are probably going to be getting another apprentice with us in the next couple of weeks because one of the apprentices from another cohort asked to be transferred specifically to mine. So I've been going back and forth with the other master, and a lot of it is just because he really wants to focus on portraiture, and everything he's sharing when they have to share videos and stuff is my stuff and critiques with my people. So like it's totally like he loves the master he has now. He just doesn't feel like that's helping him grow in the direction he wants to go. So that's totally fine and totally cool for all of you guys. And you guys can actually transfer like mid-semester, I guess, while you guys are in too. So if you guys feel like you're not getting out of it what you need, it's perfectly fine to just drop me an email privately and be like, hey, you know, I want to see what else is going on. There's no guarantee that another master will pick you up, but if you have a specific one you want to work with, we can always drop each other a line and be like, hey, I have this really awesome apprentice, you know, and they're not getting where they need to be with me, so I would like to shift them over to yours. Like, everybody's pretty cool with that, going back and forth. And they're all from Tom, every single email I get. I just got 10 of them from Tom.
Yeah. He's like,
He just went researched every other master and was like, listen,
Asking
I
to
will
transfer
go
everyone else out of the cohort. No,
Yeah. Yeah, that's it. Get rid of Vlad, get rid of Morgan. Morgan was actually above, like, he's the first one to go on the chopping block. Get that guy out of
no,
here.
I'm pretty sure Lars is the first one to go. He's like, I'm sick and tired of this person trying to one-up me. I just want them going.
I will open all the levels now that I've gotten rid of Lars. Lars would take that really personally. He actually really likes you. I don't understand why you're being so negative, Tom.
Actually, no. It really wouldn't be Lars. I'm actually willing to let Lars open up all the levels. It's just that he's so slow. I'm just sitting there. The level's been open for an hour, and I'm like, it's time to get to the next one. And I'm just, where's everyone else, right?
Tom, I really want to pick you up on, like, Sphere 4, you know, like from levels 41 to 50, when it takes you, like, 6 months to go up a level, just to watch you have a nervous breakdown and break out in hives over the wait times. Like, I went to study under a master. The wait time is 6 months. I want to go back and do level 6. We do the first 2 spheres. I don't think this is working for me.
What was it, like an hour and a half to do level 5?
Once the new one came out, yeah, pretty much. Or at least I did everything I needed to do. But there was an unwritten rule that had some additional delay on it.
Do you hear that tone? I don't appreciate your tone right now, Tom.
Trust me, Morgan
I'm not a big fan of unwritten rules.
Morgan is feeling your pain, but I'm just gonna take my good old time and torture him.
I'm going to have a level specific for you, Tom, where there is no instructions actually written down. It's just going to be really vague, and I'm just going to keep telling you you're not done yet.
That's halfway with all the levels that are already there.
Yeah, that's what I do it just for you. Like, that wasn't actually a rule until it was like 45 minutes later, and you were like, now I'm done, level me up. And I was like, let me give him something that's going to put him there for a while, just to teach him patience. And I can see that. You know how I know when you're really frustrated, too? Is because you always go, you're in the chat, and you're, like, talking about it. When I don't give you your way, you're like, all right, I'm out. See you guys. And then you're gone for, like, 2-3 days. And then you come back in, and you're like, all right, I want to kill you less now. Maybe I can listen to you. I have stopped repeating in my head all the different ways that I know I would be a superior master, because I would write all the rules, and you do not.
Okay, well, setting that point aside, I was actually out of town swimming in Lake Michigan all weekend. So there wasn't a hate thing going on. I was actually gone and not able to access the internet.
Yeah, that was probably good for both of us, though.
Well, that's true. It left
That's
a couple
why
more
Lars
to
beat
level
him
6 to
through the
exist.
level. That's why Lars beat him through the level.
Because he wasn't here.
No, Lars beat me through level 6.
Yeah.
Not level 5.
Tom's very particular, trust me. I have no doubt he has them all written at the exact time of day that he unlocked it. And I'm sure there's one or two where he's like, if Jess would have written all the rules down, I would have had that level too, that bitch. I mean, my wonderful master.
I think you were right the first time.
Yeah. You know what? +5 for balls. -10 for being an asshole.
Oh, joy.
I don't see that.
This is the best part.
So is it +5 for each ball, or?
I don't know. How many are we? Is that like how many's in the chat right now, or just his? Like, how many he can juggle? Totally different kind. That sounded way dirtier than I meant it to be.
And we're devolving now into the time of the chat where Trey Ratcliffe's going to walk in any moment now.
No, because only you guys were invited, so that if it devolved to this, it was okay, and we didn't have to all suck it up in a minute.
This is a time where we have to go on a new chat that's not live, so Jess doesn't get yelled at for indecent.
Well, the secret to really cheating and photography is.
Perfect, Morgan. But you know, we can take this off live.
Yeah, gotta do
Can we
that
take
so
it?
just
Oh, I can stop the broadcast.
so Jess doesn't get yelled at for exposing minors.
Okay, so here's what I want you to do. I want everybody to either say one thing that they have learned since being in the Arcanum, or tell me a really awesome joke. That is how you get out of the chat.
I only know one joke.
Okay, then you have to tell me something really awesome that you've learned. You should have a plethora. You've been studying under me for 2 years.
Oh, I have lots of.
And Ava, you just have to tell me something you learned because we can't do any more stories.
I have a
Actual
joke,
joke.
but I don't think Mackenzie can listen to it.
No, she can, trust me. I've heard some.
I'll do a joke.
Go ahead.
I'm just waiting. I don't want to leave.
Cover your ears up, Mackenzie. What did Cinderella say when she got to the ball?
I don't know.
I'm going. Bye. Good night, guys.
That's awesome.
This is why I'm
All right.
struggling.
That's awesome.
Oh my gosh.
All right, I know some of you have some good ones. Let's hear them.
Things? No, I'm just waiting. I want to stay in here.
Come on, nobody has any good ones? All right, then inspire me. Tell me something amazing that you guys have been learning or some important life lesson.
Not necessarily Arcanum related, but I only found out about it because of the Arcanum. It was the creative live sessions, and so I've been watching the one with Aaron Nace yesterday and today. I binged out a bunch of the Flern videos. Yes, Mackenzie.
Even though Vlad hates him for some reason.
Everybody has their own kind of style that they want to learn from, and I get that some people might not like his style. But anyway, I was watching the creative live stuff, and the compositing class that he was doing was really cool. And actually, last night I was going to bed and had an idea for a shoot, and then level 7 came out, and that's why I asked if I could do like a self-portrait, because I'm thinking of now combining some of the compositing stuff with my self-portrait that I might do for level 7 now. So.
Very cool. That'll suffice.
Hey guys, I'm gonna go. I'll talk to you tomorrow.
All right, take care.
Bye.
Okay.
All right. I'm very curious what MJ is going to come up. I think Tom's like actually on the internet looking for jokes right now.
That's okay. Things I've learned. Would you like me to just pull up the list and start reading? Because I have like a 5-page list from.
No, it's got to be from the heart and off the cuff.
I have 5 pages of quotes you sent me.
That's awesome too.
And other
Okay.
things. No, literally, I have one document called Jess, and it's all just cute, nice stuff you say about me that I read when I'm mad and upset. And then wisdom with J-Lark. That's just.
That's what Peter's taken to calling them Larkisms, because I throw them at him when we're in chat too.
You probably throw them at everybody. I think it's just part of you.
Yeah, they told me I was like the fortune cookie of the Arcanum. I don't know if that's a compliment or an insult, but we're going to take it in a good way.
Oh, I can make one off the cuff like I do last night when I said it.
I have the feeling Doug has a good one. Not to put you on the spot.
I got one. It's a Yo Mama joke.
Okay.
Yo Mama's so stupid she got fired from a blowjob.
Nice. That's awesome. I'm going to tell that one at family dinner tomorrow.
Oh my goodness.
Okay, that's as dirty as I get. Sorry, Matt.
Oh.
How about you, MJ? What you got?
I got no jokes, but not right now anyway. One thing I've learned that strands of hair in the face are bad, and Jessica will mention it if they exist, so you better clone stamp them up, which I have done. So I have learned that.
Good to know.
Angling to the side, make the body look wide. Basically, when you're looking at a model, ask yourself if it's flattering or not.
Indeed.
I've learned so much, my head's exploded several times.
Nice.
All right, Ava. Your turn. You're only allowed to tell jokes that you can tell to kindergartners.
Now you say
joke.
Oh, thank you, Sunday.
I kind of felt like I overtaxed myself, but I didn't want to give up everything that I was doing. So I had to try and find a way to do what I hadn't done before, which was make one thing work for multiple things. And so one of the things that I'm trying to do is work on my health, and I really wanted to do more astrophotography and composites, and so now I'm trying to go hiking once a week so that I can get exercise in and at the same time do my astrophotography as opposed to just driving up to a parking lot and shoot from there. So it's something that I've never done before, but it's working on my photography and working on myself at the same time.
Bravo. 5 points.
Yay!
You win for tonight, unless Tom can top you.
I'll just start listing all the things I've learned. Ready? We'll be here for milestones. First thing I've learned, you can just write way better in the car.
Well, Morgan's right. I learned level 8 and 9. That definitely wouldn't have happened without the Arcanum. So thanks, Jess. That was just a major turning point in my life.
You know what? I actually don't disagree with that. I'm sure that there is a weight lifted from your shoulders having done that now. Except for the master always reserves the right to change the levels.
That's true. They're going to be completely different by the time they're posted now. Everything we just learned is useless.
Those are the written rules. There's a bunch of unwritten rules that she didn't tell us.
Yeah.
That only apply to me. Let's remember that.
Listen, the Arcanum and House Lark is growing organically with all of you in it, with all of you helping it to grow and change and metamorphosize. So now, in honor of Tom, every single level will have one unwritten rule that will not be divulged until somebody thinks they're done the level.
That all applies to Tom.
No, it applies to all of us. He'll probably just be the first one to discover it, so then it therefore won't be unwritten anymore.
Yeah.
Tom will just start doing
Or
this
Lars.
every time now.
Oh, baby, baby.
All right, Tom, you have a good joke for us, or is something important that you've learned?
Baby.
I only know bad jokes.
Oh, please tell me bad jokes. They're my favorite.
Oh no,
Mine are all awful.
These are really terrible. So there's of course the what did the fish say when it swam into the cement wall? Damn.
I know this one.
Yeah.
I love that one.
Guys, please don't start her, because she'll never stop.
People that appreciate puns are usually more intelligent. They've done studies.
Your very official studies that you conduct, like eating cookies when it's raining, doesn't count.
Yeah, because the barometric pressure. Statistics also show that 98% of statistics are made up on the spot in order to serve whatever point the person making them wants to give. Look, I feel like Iron Man right now. Like, is anybody else seeing, like, the light catching on this? Like, I keep seeing it. And it's like... It must just be on my computer, but I keep catching it.
One of my favorite statistics things is that the more ice cream is sold, the more violent crime is committed.
I saw one that said that the crime rate in America dropped 80% from any other day on Super Bowl Sunday.
Huh.
All right, let me think. Bad jokes. Did I already told you guys the one of the two sperms swimming side by side, right? No? Okay, so there's these two sperm and they're swimming side by side, and the one is like stroking like Michael Phelps, like it's his job, and the other one's like splashing and like doggy paddling as hard as he can, and he's like catching his breath, and he's like, dude, I'm so exhausted. The fuck are the ovaries? And the other one's like, you better pace yourself, man. We haven't even gotten past the tonsils yet. Hans doesn't find it funny. He's got a judgment face on.
Does Mac now have glow-in-the-dark eyeliner on?
I don't know.
Sorry. I put my flashlight down to type. I had to jump out real quick because, I don't know, I think it's just because my computer was old or something, but every so often my sound, like, I'll be watching a video or something, and it just starts going, and, like, breaking up, and you can't hear anything, and that's why it's, like, log out, refresh, go back, it works again. Oh, no! Yes. But when I type, it's pitch black in my room right now, so I have to put my flashlight down on my keyboard to see, because I don't have my keys memorized.
Alright, kids, I gotta hit it.
Yeah, me as well. I've reached the limit of my tank of energy for the day, so that was fun. There was some good stuff. I'm gonna go to the dollar store tomorrow. I will send you photos. In the meantime, level up.
Level up.
See you guys later.